Hello everybody. Hey, I'm out here late afternoon, sun setting here in South Georgia. It's been raining hard all day long. And as you all know, this is the bow, the style of bow I love to hunt with. I shoot one of these. This particular one, this hill style bow, is Sunset Hill. It's what I'll be hunting with, not this Saturday, or not this Friday, but the next, Lord willing. We'll be into small game season. I can hunt pigs. This will be the bow I'll hunting with from now on, more than likely. I may swap around and hunt with my Northern Mist a time or two, or some other, bows like this I have. But this is the one I love right here. But a lot of people don't like these bows because, number one, they're pretty long, right? This bow's 66 inches. And I didn't put no gnat spray on today, so I might have some gnats. And, it's got the straight grip, just things like that, So there is some options for people who, a lot of people ask me about the bows and why I shoot particular bows, and I'm just telling you, I love these bows. And I have videos on why I shoot these hill style bows. But there are options, and I want to show you a really good option for a shorter bow. This bow here, I didn't string it because I want you to see the curve in this joker. And we'll talk about who makes it in a minute and all that. And let's compare it to the curve in this one. You'll see this bow here actually has a little string follow. That's what makes it so soft to shoot. I really love this bow. And I have to say, that Sunset Hill is the best long bow for the style of shooting I do that I've ever shot. It's a fine bow. But if you wanted a shorter bow, which I like long bows, that's what I want you to understand when I talk about this bow is, this bow I love, and some people hate them because of the length and the style of, they're not real fast, they're just good solid hunting bows. Some people want speed, especially from a long bow, if they're coming from a recurve or if they're coming from a compound. They want speed and they want a little bit more of a pistol type grip. Well, this particular bow here, this is not a new bow, and it's not my bow. A friend of mine loaned it to me, and he wanted me to shoot it a little bit and let him know what I thought about it. And I got to tell you, I mean, it's if I were after a short bow, I would buy one of these. This is a fine bow, and it's got this curve in it, as I want to show you. That gives it some speed now. And this bow is short. That bow is 66. This bow is 58, I think it is. Yeah, 58. This is a 58-inch bow. It's pretty short. Personally, I don't do real well with a super short bow. And we're right here on hunting season, so I did not shoot this bow a ton. I just shot it some in the yard to get a feel for it. It's a very fast bow. You can see. It's really a fast bow. It has it's quiet, real quiet. Usually these bows are kind of fast. And if you're wondering what this is, Jonathan had a clicker on his bow there, and that, it's one of the tools that help you fight target panic. Anyway, that's what that is up there. So, and he told me that this is his personal bow, and he actually made it out of scraps in the shop because he's building bows. That's what he does for a living, and he didn't want to use his prize materials for his own bow when he just used scrap. And for a scrap bow, this joker turned out pretty good. His attention to detail, the first thing I look at when I look at somebody's bow, or if I'm looking at going to buy a bow, if I have one and if I can get it in my hands, I look at the detail in the fades, how clean and pretty his fade outs are here. I look at and these are perfect. These are perfect. That's something that shows how much detail there is. I look at the limb tips. Look at the time. You can tell a lot about a fellow's craftsmanship if you look at his limb tips. Beautiful, perfect limb tips. And you'll notice there's not a lot of extra stuff on here past the string. Everything past the string is dead weight. I mean, it's just, it slows you down. It's useless. Past any weight, any big knob out here past the string is useless. It's waste. And it hurts your performance a little bit. You could put that much weight that you took off of there into arrow weight. And Jonathan does a good job. He don't add a lot of extra out on the end right there. And like I said, this is his personal bow. He told me he's killed a lot of stuff with this bow, and I believe it. And it's got the more of a pistol type grip. It's you know, I like my grip on that bow. I've got videos on how to grip one of those if y'all want to see it. But there's a whole nother animal. But if you were coming from a recurve or a compound, then you would really probably like this grip right here. And it has your thumb sits in there. It automatically puts your hand in place right there. So you would, you know, this will be a good bow for somebody transitioning like that. He's got some little pretties on here, you know, some extra stuff that makes it real pretty. I don't know if y'all saw with the video on the first recurve I ever made. It's well over 20 years ago, I think. I had stuff like that on mine. It kind of adds a little bit to it. His overlays up front are beautiful right here. And he's got, I mean, this bow, you can look at it and tell it's been hunted, but his finish is good enough that the bow's not scarred up. A cheap finish will really show nicks and scars, whereas a really good solid finish won't. And so this, you know, this bow's been used, no doubt, but it's in really good shape. It draws smooth. To be short, it draws smooth. And I will be honest, at a 58-inch bow shooting split finger, I could tell the finger pinch in it. And it's nothing to do with this bow. It's to do with geometry. The shorter the limb tips are together, the tighter the angle is going to be around your string, around your fingers, and you're going to have finger pinch, no matter who makes the bow. But for shooting 3 under, this, you know, you won't notice all that because you're not splitting the arrow with your finger. So, and 90% of the guys these days shoot 3 under anyway, so that wouldn't be a problem for you. But I think he makes them a little shorter and longer. Myself, if I were to buy one of these bows, I would ask him to build me a 62-inch bow. But because I like the longer bow, the forgiveness of the longer bow. But a lot of guys hunting grounds and tree stands and all this stuff, especially coming from compounds or shorter recurves, they really reluctant to hunt with a longer bow like that, which I'm being perfectly honest. I've never not shot an animal with one of the bows I hunt with because the bow was too long. It's never happened. So you just gotta, you know, you practice with your bow and learn how to shoot it in certain situations. But this is, I don't think I even said the name of this. This is Jonathan Adams' Old Battle Bows. I see my buddy Jeff Phillips has one of them. And I watched a video with him, and Jonathan lives in North Georgia here up above me. And anyway, he sent me this bow to try. And I told him if I didn't like it, I'd send it back to him. And I probably wouldn't make a video about it because I'm not gonna talk bad about it. And if I did like it, I'd still send it back to him because I like hunting with those longer bows. But I would, if I liked it, I would let everybody know what I think. And I do like this bow. And for me to tell you that I personally would recommend you to buy one of these bows if you were after a shorter reflex deflex longbow, I would recommend you do that. And I'll have his contact information at the end of this video. It'll be real fancy. I got it wrote on a yellow paper down there, and I'll put the camera on it so you can see. And this is the kind of bowyer he is right here. He has his phone number. It ain't no talking to a machine or no crap like that. He's got a Facebook page. You can check out his bows, and it'll be on that paper there. And people have comments. You can see who all's shooting them. You can, you know, all that stuff. And you can actually call the man and talk to him. And I mean, his bows we didn't really get into prices or anything like that, but I'm sure that they're probably priced as like everybody else's bows are, you know. But his quality is really good. His attention to detail is exceptional. And the bow is smooth drawing to be short. It's a smooth drawing bow, and it's fast. It's really fast. So there you go, and quiet. It's really quiet. It's hard to get all those attributes in one bow. Like like my bow is super quiet. You won't shoot a quieter bow than that bow. It's long and forgiving. It's really a forgiving bow, no finger pinch, but it's not a speed demon. It's not real fast. So you're always giving up something to get something. But I don't care. It shoots a heavy arrow really good. I don't shoot long distances, so I'm not worried about trajectory. But this bow, is short, so it's maneuverable for some of you guys that are not used to a longer bow. It has I would say more of a beginner friendly grip, and it has it's fast and it's quiet. For this type of bow, the amount of reflex deflex in it, this bow is really quiet. Most of them are pretty loud. And so you know, I highly recommend, if you were after a short bow, to get you one of these. And they're fine bows. And Jonathan told me this bow here was scrappy and ugly because he built it out of scraps, and it does have some scratches on it and all from hunting. But I think hunting scratches gives a bow character. And if I would show you the scratches on that one, but my buddy Nate Steen, he'd probably come down here and want to jump on me if he saw that. But he built that bow for hunting. So there you go. Jonathan Adams, Old Battle Bows. Call him up and ask him how he come up with that name. That's a really good story. And a fine reflex deflex longbow that I would recommend if this is the type of bow you're after. Okay? Thank y'all for watching. We got just like 12, 13, 10 or 12 days before we get to go pig hunting if it ain't raining. Daisy, come out of there before you get on a snake. Come here. Get out here. And we're going to be doing some hunting. I hope y'all have been enjoying my little fishing videos. Me and Miss Tammy has been fishing, and when it gets in the heart of deer season, we're going to have to take a day every now and then and go fishing, because she really likes fishing with me. And another thing she likes to do that y'all going to enjoy watching on bed is she likes to go squirrel hunting. So we'll have some good videos coming. As we probably in the next few days, we'll be pouring into some equipment videos, some getting my pack loaded up for pig hunting videos, a whole bunch of stuff going on. And I hope y'all enjoy. But remember, all this stuff is naught without Christ. All this crap means absolutely nothing without the Lord in your life. So get saved, get right with God, so not only will you enjoy this life better, but you have eternity in heaven to look forward to. Amen. Y'all keep the good Lord first. We'll see you next time. Don't forget to look at the phone number and all after this. See y'all later.